That's right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Day Football Lak. Sorry about that. So we've actually, sorry, my bad.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Day.
Football Lak.
Okay, so we've got a live studio audience behind us right now. Live studio audience, can I hear you guys? And also, before we move on, thank you very much. Before we move on, thank you very much to Ram's Realty for making this a possibility. Thank you so much, Ramama, once again for making this an actual spectacle. And also, as you guys can see on our left-hand side here, it actually clearly states Road to 1,000, which means we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys have not hit that like button on your YouTube channel, on our YouTube, you see the links are all here on the bottom. Okay, so just hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button is actually way more important than the like button. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button. So now moving on.
Done with the promotions.
Okay.
By the way, if you want me to reach 1,000 subscribers, those of you who do subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram,
we have a special giveaway.
You're gonna win something. You're gonna win some fire.
So to actually find out what that is, you guys have to constantly keep following. Stay tuned on the show. Keep following the show.
Get other people to subscribe.
Trust me, it's really, really worth it because you're going to be getting some sort of sporting apparel goods.
Yeah.
Now we're done with the promotion.
Yeah, now we're done with the promotion. Now let's take a look at the DFL quiz table.
Yes.
Let's see how it is. After last week,
Abi cheating.
Okay, guys. A real quick notification. If you get into the last quiz, watch the last quiz, you'll find out Raja cheats. Just tell me, just comment on the YouTube video. Find out which exact minute Raja cheats.
Abi says impolite words. Abi says impolite words.
Answer. Alright?
But looking at the quiz table, looking at the quiz table, Abi is still 3 points ahead. But now instead of Raja being in second place, Vikram has actually taken over in second place.
The younger round.
But it's a three-way tie in third with Gopi, Raja, and Mural on 21. Ganesh is still in 6th with 20. Bals in 7th with 19. Ajay in 8th with 18. In 9th place is Naveen with 16. Kana has finally got into double digits. Kana, can I hear your voice?
Finally! The Kana has come back to the top of the table.
Let's come back to us, producer. Can we come back to us now? Okay, so as usual, I have to ask this question. I know you guys are going to give me the same answer every week, but are you guys ready for this week's quiz?
Hell yes!
I'll try.
Let's do this.
Okay, so
just hope Raja doesn't cheat this time, okay?
I'm not so sure if Raja's going to cheat or not. But the thing is that I can actually tell you is that this week, since the Premier League is coming back this week, all questions and this entire show is going to be Premier League bias lah, okay? So let's take a look at question number 1. How many Premier League goals has Jamie Vardy scored this season?
Damn it.
And this is not going to be a thing where you get to the closest number because, come on, the number is kind of obvious. So how many Premier League? Yeah, it is a very obvious number because I'm sitting right here in the middle.
Is it obvious to you?
Me sitting right here in the middle, that's
numbers.
the clue. Yeah, there you go. Naturally. Okay, let's take a look at question number 2.
I hope you get wrong.
How many points separate bottom team Norwich and 17th place Watford?
All right.
We spoke about this on about 4 or 5 episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on to question number 3. Let's see what this one looks like. Which Premier League goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season? Okay, the clue I can give both of you guys and everyone watching is that this goalkeeper is not playing for any of the top 6 clubs.
Wow.
Lord God.
That is a wonderful
I don't know anyone out of the top 6.
Okay, so let's go to question number 4. Let's see what question number 4 looks like. Adama Traore, the sexy winger for Wolves, has more Premier League assists than Riyad Mahrez this season. Is this a true or false statement?
English.
Wait, where's the live studio audience? Why so quiet?
English.
Adama Traore. Okay, player Wolverhampton Wanderers Adama Traore ada lagi banyak Premier League assist.
Cakap BM bahasa Malaysia. Kau bangsa Malaysian. Baik kau cakap Melayu.
Ada
bangsa Malaysia.
Soalan dia Adama Traore tu assist PL dia.
Itu bahasa Inggeris tu.
Kau dah cakap bahasa Melayu. Bahasa Melayu macam mana?
Betul lah guys. Sama ada Adama Traore.
Let us know in the comments how to say assist in Malay, please, because I honestly don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, Riyad Mahrez.
Okay.
Saudara sekampung kita.
Betul?
Nama dia.
Betul atau salah? Okay, let's go on to question number 5. Which player has hit the woodwork the
What
most
kind of questions
this
is
season in
what
the
kind of
Premier
questions is
League?
this?
The player.
Quiz means master is a shaitan.
Yeah,
that's why.
shaitan
You
ke
see,
baca.
Shaitan.
In previous weeks, if you guys have been watching, apparently I've been going down old school questions. So now I'm asking very recent questions,
Okay.
Premier League bias.
Thank you.
I'm still at fault.
Thank you.
I don't even know lah.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
Sorry. I appreciate you. Hey, well done.
Quizmaster Hansen!
I apologize. Technical difficulties. Okay, guys. Okay, so that's the question. So again, as usual, stay tuned because we're going to be revealing the answers towards the latter part of the show.
That's all 5
And
questions.
that's all 5 questions. So now we're going to go into a little segment that we like to call Predict Your Lineup, because the Premier League is back this week. So we've asked both of these guys to predict their starting lineups for 3 of the selected matches. So the first one we're going to start off with will be Man City versus Arsenal, because City are at home. And then we're going to follow it up with Tottenham versus Man United, because Tottenham are at home. And then Everton versus Liverpool, because it's going to be played at Goodison Park. And for all of you that know, I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans are actually they're dying in anticipation, because they know that if Arsenal win and if Liverpool win, the title after 30 years will be coming back to Liverpool. And the best part is they can actually do it at their homes of their most
Rival.
arch rivals, Everton in Goodison Park, which actually means finally a title is going to be lifted. A Premier League title is going to be lifted in Liverpool.
No, I mean, you got to give credit. So
We've got some Liverpool fans in the audience, if you can hear correctly.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
There we go.
Clearly.
No.
So-
Football, whoever you support, whatever side, we have to admit that Liverpool was the best side ever in the
No
Premier
doubt.
League.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, they deserve the title. But thank God, coronavirus has enabled them not to have.
Did you just thank God for coronavirus? Abi does not represent the thoughts and feelings of Day Football Lak.
Yes,
He
I
is
do
an
not.
independent
I do not.
entity.
I'm independent.
We are not responsible for the
I'm
backlash that may ensue with his irresponsible words.
They're not going to
Notice,
have
I'm sorry.
victory parade.
Okay, but that being said, okay, let's take a look at the lineup that Raja has actually gone for Man City versus Arsenal this midweek. Let's take a look at Raja's lineup. So you've gone for Ederson in goal, Fernandinho and Laporte at centre back, Walker at right back, Zinchenko at left back, Rodri to be the holding, Foden on the right, De Bruyne on the left, and on midfield 3. Bernardo Silva on the right hand side, Aguero and Raheem Sterling on the left hand side. Raja, your thoughts?
Yeah, basically, I think the back 5 kind of picks itself.
Okay.
Maybe there might be a conversation to be had about Benjamin Mendy, because he's been more involved than previous seasons. Maybe if you look at this past 5-10 games in Premier League at least. But I think where it's confusing with the City side is how Phil Foden has been rotated and how Gundogan has come in place in certain games. So I kind of was like a bit confused, and I decided to go with Foden because I think Pep he looks upon him very favourably lah. And to be fair to him, young Phil Foden has actually deserved every amount of gameplay time he's got. So I decided, De Bruyne, Rodri and Foden will go for it. I might be wrong actually, because in retrospect...
I'm thinking David Silva would take Foden's place.
Fair enough. But I'm thinking in retrospect, because of the way the games are going to come hard and fast, and right now with the Premier League, you're going to have 5 substitutions, not just 3.
Okay.
So it might just be a completely different sort of 5 different players at the start of halftime.
Fair
And also, City are still in the Champions League.
Yeah, they are.
So they might want to save...
But
But the
that
thing
is
is, the
if
Champions
Champions
League, we're not sure if it's going to be resuming.
We're
or
not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
There's
So-
no date yet. And
Yeah.
nothing has been announced.
That's because sour Liverpool fan is in the studio right now.
Fair
But
enough.
Abi, what do you think about this lineup that's actually been given up by Raja for Man City?
I think it's pretty tight. It makes it's
It
quite
makes-
reasonable.
Okay,
Very strong side.
no changes for you?
Maybe Zinchenko.
For who they?
probably-
Mendy?
Yeah, most likely. I feel Mendy would surpass, and also Foden might be replaced with David Silva.
How about the wings? Do you think Riyad Mahrez might play in place of Bernardo Silva?
Possibly.
Because I felt that personally.
But I also feel that you could also have Gundogan because of the whole new substitution.
I hate Gundogan, by the way.
yeah.
Personally, for our fans and our viewers, please Google how many matches City actually win when Gundogan plays. It's a drastic drop off in win percentage.
Okay. I have not broken it down to such details.
Fair
but
enough. But if you ask me honestly, I think Bernardo Silva is going to be dropped into Foden's position. Foden's going to be dropped on the bench, and Riyad Mahrez is going to come in on that right hand side.
That makes sense.
Okay, so now let's come back to the studio, and also let's take a look at what Abi has gone for the Arsenal lineup for the match against Manchester City. Let's take a look at this. So Abi, you've gone for Leno in goal, Pablo Mari and Mustafi in centre back.
Where am I?
Ainsley Maitland-Niles at left back, Matteo Guendouzi, Xhaka and Ceballos in the midfield, Pepe on the right, Lacazette up front and Aubameyang on the left. Raja, what do you actually make of this lineup?
I think it's kind of strange because if you've been watching Arsenal of late, since Arteta took over, Xhaka tends to play on the left side of midfield and he kind of drops off in a weird swap position where when Bukayo Saka plays at left back, Xhaka drops to the sort of LCB/LB position and he unleashes Bukayo Saka on the left wing. So Xhaka being on that right side of that midfield three is kind of weird to me. And on top of that, I think the fact that there's no Saka or Martinelli or Eddie and Nketiah, any of the young boys that come up through the training, the reserves, that's a bit strange to me because I think Arteta really likes the young boys.
But for all you know, they could actually be a substitution ploy played by Mikel Arteta.
So
100%.
I feel
back up your lineup.
No, I feel like they would go with this as the starting lineup because Aubameyang, Pepe, Lacazette, that is certain.
But Maitland-Niles left back. Since when? He's more right back or RM or LM.
No, it's supposed to be swap, I think.
Correct, Bellerin right back. Niles not left back. Niles normally plays RM or right back.
Okay.
And apparently he's going to be sold to make money for Aubameyang to get a new contract.
You know
apparently.
what is interesting with AS Roma right now? I know this is a bit off, but AS Roma, Henrik Mkhitaryan might be having Arsenal plans to sell Henrik Mkhitaryan to AS Roma with a swap deal involving Patrick Kluivert's son, Justin Kluivert. So Justin Kluivert might
Very
be joining
interesting,
Arsenal
very
because
interesting.
Arteta is very interested with Justin
But
Kluivert.
Dayot Upamecano is happening apparently.
Yeah, that is also...
Check that out, bro. Check that
Check
out.
that out.
But just to put an end statement to that, I actually think that Saka will come in on the left-hand side at left back for Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
I
But
agree.
apart from that, I think Arsenal will basically go with the same lineup that was actually stated by Abi over there. But the thing is, here's the thing. We actually need to find out now what their score predictions are going to be for this match because Arsenal have actually been bang on form since the turn of the year in the Premier League, especially Manchester City have been, I wouldn't say in and out, but their standards under Pep, they have been in and out.
Yes,
So
sir.
Raj, what is your prediction? Bear in mind, this is a game that's going to be played at the Etihad, and a win for Arsenal could decide the title this week itself for Liverpool.
Yep.
So what are you going to go for this weekend?
I will say
This midweek, sorry.
controversially, although I'm a West Ham fan, and this is a predicted lineup that favors the other London
Arsenal
team.
fan, huh?
I say 2-1 to Arsenal because I think Arteta just is gonna one-up City because they have more to play for, they have more to win.
Fair enough.
Right? So yeah, that's my prediction.
Abi, what about
2-1 to Pep.
I think Arsenal's gonna win. Arsenal's gonna win because I feel like an empty stadium in Etihad may not
Might be
make
the-
a difference.
the
Might be
leveler lah.
Arsenal
Right?
might be that. And also Arsenal has been the only side that's unbeaten so
Can we
far
get a
in
score
2020.
prediction?
Wait, say it again. For
Arsenal's
offense.
the only side that is unbeaten in 2020.
Arsenal
Only Premier League side.
Premier League.
Quite a
Can
stat.
we-
Quite a
The
stat.
haters may speak what they
Quite a
want.
But can we get a score prediction?
I'm going with 3-2.
Arsenal.
No.
So I'm gonna be the dark horse. I honestly feel that Arsenal, as exciting as they have been, are not going to have enough firepower this week.
Sifu gonna show the student.
No, not really lah. I mean, we have Pep with,
Arteta Pep.
fair enough.
Yeah,
but I
Jangan
honestly,
jadi sifu-sifa dah.
I think City are going to come away with this with a 3-1 win. But that's just my opinion. Now, moving on to the other big game that we have coming up this weekend will be Tottenham against Manchester United.
As you can hear, we got a very biased audience, Damn biased. Very biased.
So as you can see, there's a massive support for Manchester United here. According to some Liverpool fans lah.
I agree.
But we've asked Abi to pick the Tottenham lineup because it's something that he hates the most. So let's take a look at how Abi has gone.
I wish
with
I
his-
didn't have to pick the side now.
So Abi has gone with Serge Aurier at right back, Toby and Jan Vertonghen at centre back, Ben Davies at left back, Eric Dyer and Tanguy and Dombele in the midfield too, with Musa Sissoko on the right, Dele Alli on the left, Harry Kane and Lucas Moura to play up front in a 4-4-2 system. Abi, why have you gone for the traditional 4-4-2 system and why is Lucas Moura partnering Harry Kane up front?
Simply because Heung-min Son is still currently injured, so I think he would not make it. If I'm not mistaken, he has a broken arm. Broken arm.
Broken arm.
What's up?
He's a camel, lady. He got a hump or what?
You look at these people, they just wait one single mistake and they'll bite on you, man, like no tomorrow.
Nice one there.
Alright? But anyway,
Nice Konde. Say that louder for the people in the back.
I feel like Lucas would come in place of Heung-min Son because I don't think so. Spurs, besides Lucas Moura, may not have any different firing power. And then, like defensive wise, I think this is it.
Okay. Fair enough.
And Dombele is an interesting choice, but he's shown so much progress
Promise.
and
Okay.
promises. Like
Yeah.
so far, he's played a few games, right?
Yeah.
This whole season for
He's
Spurs,
been
and
he's been
done really
amazing.
well.
He's been amazing.
Yeah. So it'll be
Raj,
interesting
what do
to
you think
watch
about
this.
this lineup? Do you have any disagreements?
I have a lot of disagreements because for
Okay.
one, I don't think Jose will go with a back four.
Okay.
And even if he did go with a back four, Aurea has barely played for Jose. I think he goes with the young kid, what's his name? Tanganga?
Yeah.
Right?
But he plays
Yeah.
on the left.
Oh, sorry, for the left. Then who's the
So
other right back?
okay, which basically means you're going to go with Alderweireld playing right centre back, Vertonghen playing centre back, and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
Tanganga on the left hand side, lah.
Yes.
So who are your wing backs in that case?
Wing backs, aku pun confused. Okay, wait, I'll tell you what. Let me stick with the back four lah.
Okay.
I'll stick with the back four.
Fair enough.
But I think Davies shouldn't be there.
Okay.
I think Dyer shouldn't be there because Mourinho has showed that he doesn't really like Dyer too much.
So who do you go for in their place?
It might even be Harry Winks. I
Okay.
think Harry Winks is a better
But don't you
shout.
feel like with Harry Winks in that midfield, they will have less ball winners back in that midfield because he likes to play. I'm sure he's going to go with a more defensive lineup.
Yeah, I do. But I don't think it's
allows-
going to be a 4-4-2. I think it'll be a
Okay.
4-3-3. I think there'll be Harry Winks there. I don't think Sissoko will be there. Who? I still don't know. The Kane and Lucas thing, it makes sense.
Yep.
Right? Ali makes sense, kind
You
of.
see, all I just want to say, if you contradict someone, you cannot answer with I don't know. That's it. That's all I want to say.
Right.
So you contradict,
Relax, man.
then
Relax.
put forth your points.
Okay,
That's
so,
it.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying. That's all. Yeah, okay. That's all.
Butt hurt Abi strikes again.
You can hate all you want. Hate all you want. Alright? But when
Yeah,
you
that's
say
why.
you don't know,
I
put down
think
your points. Put forth.
I think Mourinho might not want to have that many ball winners in midfield. I think he might prefer the control in midfield that Harry Winks provides and sort of the youthfulness, the energy levels compared to Dyer because he's not really played Dyer very much at all.
Okay.
But with Sissoko, I would probably say he might go instead with what's that? Bergwijn.
Oh,
Stephen
Steven
Bergwijn. Yeah.
Bergwijn.
So
That
I'll
was
go.
a tough choice between Sissoko and Bergwijn.
I'll go with Bergwijn
But I
instead.
went with Sissoko
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel Bergwijn can come on in the second half.
Fair
Looking
enough.
at the
That
number of
makes sense.
substitutions.
That makes sense. That
Fair
makes
enough.
sense.
Okay, so actually, to be honest with you guys, I would not disagree too much with Abi's lineup. You know why? Because Jose Mourinho is definitely going to be one of those pragmatic type managers because he knows Man United love to play on the counter attack, which means he's not going to allow United to hit them on the counter attack. It seems counter attack as to how Chelsea and Liverpool and Man City have actually allowed them to be exposed. So I think that Spurs are going to be going with a more conservative approach. I actually go with this lineup. I actually have to tend to agree with Abi on this starting lineup. But then the thing is, we've got the Man United starting 11 as well that Raj has actually gone for. So let's take a look at Man United starting 11. And who have you gone for, Raj, in this starting 11 for Man United? We've got David De Gea at centre back, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof at centre back, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Luke Shaw at left back. So that back five pretty much picks itself. The interesting pass that you've actually gone for now is Nemanja Matic over Fred in that holding midfield role.
I disagree with this.
The thing is, the beauty of it all is right now, Paul Pogba is actually back from injury. As you can hear, the
Paulie won a cracker.
There you go. So Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes for the first time in Premier League history, they're going to be partnering up with each other. Marcus Rashford as well, back from injury. Dan James instead of Mason Greenwood on the right-hand side, and Anthony Martial playing up front. Raj, why have you gone for this particular lineup?
I think there's not much dispute if you looked at about 10 out of the 11 players. The main point of dispute is the CDM role. And Solskjaer strikes me as someone who always takes sort of the more, the less risky option. So we got Fred, we got McTominay, and we got Matic, all three who can play in that position. I believe that Solskjaer looks at Fred as a bit of a wandering midfielder. He's not an anchor per se. He doesn't stay in his position. He kind of bombs forward a lot. And when you got Pogba and Bruno, like you're not in shortage of that ability or that trait. So I think he would prefer Matic over the youth of McTominay, who's got legs for days.
Fair enough.
But then again, Matic has got the experience and sort of the sense of reading of the game to pendulum and maintain the rhythm. That's why I went with Matic.
I've got absolutely no disagreements with this lineup because, to be honest with you, I would actually go with this starting lineup as well because it's perfect with the front three and the pace they actually have to hit Spurs on the counter attack, which I'm actually.
But can we take a moment to appreciate how fire this lineup is? I'm not even a United fan.
I know, exactly.
But
I
my
am so excited.
God,
I
look
cannot
at this
wait.
lineup.
I
It is
cannot wait for this.
insane.
Okay, Abi,
Madness.
what do you think about this Man United lineup and where would you actually make some changes?
Damn good, eh?
No, I'm just thinking between Matic and Daniel James. Daniel James probably would start, but I'm also looking at Mason Greenwood.
Makes sense.
He's not started much games though, but
Actually, before MCO, he was starting. MCO. Before the quarantine, he's actually been starting more and more games for Man United. If you actually if you actually notice that.
But I'm skeptical. I'm thinking between Matic or McTominay,
those are the only two.
Or Fred.
Okay, so you're going for instead of Matic, you're going for Fred, and then instead of James, you're going for Mason Greenwood, lah.
And I really hope Pogba doesn't start, because if he does with Bruno Fernandes, I think it's a United win.
But again, it boils down to this: what is the predicted scoreline? So Raja, we're going with you again. Once again, first, what do you think is going to be the scoreline for this week's match?
Who's playing home?
Tottenham are playing at home.
Okay, I think it's going to be 3-1 to Man United.
Abi?
I despise Tottenham more than Manchester United, but
this is a man governed by hate.
Yes, definitely governed by hate. Okay, because the world's not kind enough to me. Anyways, I'm going with Raja's prediction as well.
3-1 as well.
Yep.
2-3-1s. Again, I'm going to play devil's advocate, because I honestly feel that it's going to be two managers that are going to try to sit back as much as they can. It might end up in a scoreless draw, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Sadly, it might be a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw lah. Okay. So again, the live audience not agreeing with me. Nothing much I can do about that. But now we need to move on to the match that could potentially bring that 30-year wait to an end. Everton versus Liverpool. If you're a Liverpool fan, apart from playing Man United, this is the other fixture that you could have basically prayed for. Can you imagine ending a 30-year wait for a league title at the home of your fiercest rivals in Goodison Park?
So right now,
we've asked Abi and Raja to pick their starting lineups for Everton and Liverpool. Raja's actually picked the Everton starting lineup. So Raj, who have you gone for? Let's take a look at the Everton starting lineup. Pickford in goal. Wilkin in centre back with Mason Holgate, Jibril Sidibe and Luka Dean playing at right back and left back. Tom Davis,
Andre
Gomez, my mistake. Alex Iwobi, Gylfi Sigurdsson in a 4-4-2 system with Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison finishing it off in the 4-4-2 system. Why have you gone for a 4-4-2 system, particularly for this Liverpool?
Why not Theodore?
Because from what I've seen, basically this Everton team, right? If you go maybe the last 5 games, the last 10 games, they always play this 4-4-2. Now the positions that got no dispute, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison always play. They always start. Ancelotti seems to really enjoy them. Where I got confused was the back two, because sometimes Jerry Mina gets picked over Wilkin.
That makes sense.
Wilkin and Holgate, and also at right back sometimes he goes with Seamus Coleman. So honestly, it's anybody's guess. I don't follow Everton Football Club as closely as I should, but I just guess basically that he will go with Wilkin, because I think understanding the English game, Yerry Mina, as powerful and as huge and as domineering as he is, he tends to sort of not understand the intricacies of the Premier League, as well as someone like a Wilkin, former Manchester United product, is. And I think Sidibe is a fullback that sits back more than someone like a Coleman would. And I think when you play against Liverpool, on that side, you're going to have Sadio Mane. Now, you don't want a bombing fullback, because if you bomb fullback, then you're going to have exposed space, and everybody knows what Liverpool does with extra space in behind. So that's why I went with Sidibe. The thing that confused me was also, like I said, Alex Iwobi. I picked Iwobi over Theo Walcott, because I think, I don't believe so, but I think that Carlo Ancelotti believes that Walcott is a bit more one-dimensional than Iwobi is. Iwobi has the ability to cut in, open up play. He's a bit more creative. Walcott he's like basically the poor man's Valencia. He just pushes the ball and he runs. And he's not even as strong as Valencia. So
basically, you've gone with a more compact lineup to actually take on Liverpool's all or nothing attack lah.
The defensive lineup.
Fair enough. Abi, what do you think? Any changes that you actually make, maybe even to the formation or to the lineup as to who would come in? Any sort of changes you would make?
No, again, I have to echo what Raj said, because I've not been following closely. I understand all these players. I know these players from Everton, and I think it looks like a very strong lineup. But again, looking at the circumstances with the quarantine and stuff. Again,
from our Liverpool fan,
we have irate Liverpool audience members.
Because so far in the derby, what you've seen is that when it comes to derby matches, the team might not even be in their best position, but when it comes to derby matches, the scores can be different. So, but it's a decent lineup, and I would like to see how this match up with what I've selected for Liverpool.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay, and to be honest with you guys, I would actually go with the similar lineup that Raj has actually gone for. Why? Only because that it's actually a 4-4-2 system in the sense of like you need to have two banks of four, given the fact that Liverpool are going to come at you with every single thing that they have, and given that the lineup that Raj has actually gone for, and also the players and the personnel, it actually makes a lot of sense into how I think, because knowing Carlo Ancelotti, he's going to be very defensive on the day. He is going to be very defensive on the day. So yeah. So basically, now all it comes down to now is this: score predictions.
Ooh.
This time around,
We
I'm going to
haven't
go with
seen Liverpool starting lineup.
Oh wait,
Liverpool lah. Hey.
Okay, live audience, calm down. Live audience, our host is Manchester United fan, so we understand this.
The views of our host does not reflect the points of view of their Football Lak. His biasness is not something we will take account for.
We do not
We
agree
apologize,
with his
Liverpool
biasness,
fans.
So we apologize.
Let's
get to the Liverpool starting lineup.
basically all I'm saying is it doesn't matter.
Okay,
It doesn't matter what your lineup is.
No, you can go back. It's fine.
Alright, let's get back to this.
So we've got the useless Alisson, the useless Martin, the useless Van Dijk in goal.
Again,
Trent Arnold.
I would like to reiterate whatever that
apparently-
comes out from the host.
Yeah.
We do not echo this, alright?
Fair enough.
From
But
the
then
Football Lak.
apparently,
Hey, Gomez playing at left back.
Because
Andy Robertson is injured.
Andy Robertson is injured.
Oh.
So Abi has gone.
James
for-
Milner.
No, I feel Milner will go inside the midfield.
There we go. So
But I
Abi has
felt
gone for mid.
Milner
Yeah.
would
I
be
mean,
like more like CDM, but Henderson would be CDM.
Apart from Joe Gomez actually playing in that position, it seems like a very straightforward Liverpool lineup because Klopp likes to play Hendo on the right, Gini in the holding position, of course. But Gini, as well, as we all know very well, can bomb forward. That's the energy that Liverpool midfield actually possess. Salah on the right-hand side, Firmino and Mane on the left. Raj, your disagreements with this lineup?
I have a couple of disputes. For one, I've never seen Joe Gomez play at left back, so
He has when Anthony Martial made his debut for Man United.
Okay, I guess that happened like one time.
Yeah,
in, like, how many appearances?
It's
Okay,
a
Okay, my bad.
He's familiar with
But
he's familiar
I
with
personally feel that Klopp prefers going with Milner whenever the left back position,
Okay.
is up for
Okay,
grabs.
that makes sense.
I think in midfield we might see the likes of either Naby Keita or Oxlade-Chamberlain. I will go with Oxlade-Chamberlain because I feel like that's what Klopp is feeling right now. And I watched a couple of friendlies that Liverpool played, and I've been watching some behind-the-scenes footage of their training ground stuff. And I think we might just see Minamino instead of one of the front three. So I'm going to go ahead and say Salah is not going to be playing and Minamino will be there.
For me, I pretty much agree with the starting lineup apart from the fact that I think James Milner might most likely drop into left back, and I'm not sure between Gomez and Matip playing there, but the thing is, I would actually go with either Fabinho. I think most likely Fabinho will come. Yeah, I think Fabinho
forgot.
will come into this midfield.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Most likely he will come into this midfield, and he will probably take the defensive duties of Wijnaldum. So Wijnaldum will take over Milner's place.
That makes sense.
Fabinho will go into Wijnaldum's place. Milner will go into Joe Gomez's place, and Joe Gomez might take over Matip's place.
Can I change my answer? I changed my answer to the midfield.
Yeah.
Rather than Oxlade-Chamberlain, I say Fabinho. I want to copy Prashant.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I think that's okay. So right now, now we'll go to the score predictions. Apologies again, lah. Apologies again. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So let's take a look at what Raja is actually going to go for. Raj, what do you think is going to be the scoreline between Everton and Liverpool? Will the title be decided this weekend?
Once more, I think I'm going to go with the controversial prediction. I don't actually think it's going to be decided. I think, obviously, everyone knows Liverpool's going to win the Premier League. Come on, it's quite obvious. But I think it won't happen right now. I think Everton will actually manage to hold them to a draw. I predict a 2-2 draw.
Okay. Abi, what about you?
I'm predicting to draw also.
Hey.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm not copying. He was asked the question first.
Yeah,
No, I
fair enough.
said it 3 weeks ago.
Fair enough.
I said it 3 weeks ago in our MCO special.
I didn't hear him when he said
On
it.
the MCO special.
So both of them are going for a 2-all draw, which basically means, according to the predictions as well, the title will not be decided this weekend.
Not yet.
The difference is, for me, I think Liverpool are going to win, but again, I did go for a Man City win, so again, the title will not be decided this weekend. But I am thinking that Liverpool are actually going to win this game quite comfortably by a 3-1 scoreline as well. So that's basically the
3-1,
predictions. Yeah, the predictions for the return of the Premier League.
All right.
Done and dusted. So now it's time for the
Let's do
answers for our quiz segment. Are you guys ready? Raj? So we are back right now. It's time for us to reveal the answers for the questions that we actually asked you guys earlier. The first question was, how many Premier League goals has Jamie Vardy scored this season? And now we would like to find out Abi's answer first. Abi, how many have you gone for?
Ooh.
17. Raj, what have you gone for?
Close. Abi just might get it, yo.
Neither of you are correct. Can we get the correct answer?
19,
please?
19.
It's 19 balls. Shami
No, it's one of two, right? The other one was 19.
Our live
Hot
audience is
bread.
losing it.
Hot
Do we
bread.
get closer? Do we get closer?
No.
No, absolutely not. Let's move on to our second question. Our second question, we asked you how
My
many
6 was
points?
upside down.
How many points separate bottom team Norwich and 16th place? Sorry, 16th place. I can't even read numbers right now. 17th place Watford. Raja, what have you gone through? Let's change it up with 2 points. Wow. So 20th place and 17th place separated by 2 points. Interesting.
No. Three.
Hey, how like that? You cannot. Okay. Abi, what have you gone for? I love the quiz. You know why? Because again, they're both wrong. Can we get the correct answer or not? Let's go. It's 6 points.
Wow.
I'm still closer. Okay,
I didn't know that.
Still closer, right?
Wow.
Woo, 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 woo.
Never
6
mind.
points, Wow, I didn't know that, man.
And given
I
the
didn't
fact
know
that
that.
we're doing this show because we know a lot about football, the scores are 0-0, so we know nothing about football. Now let's move on to question number 3. What did we ask you in question number 3? Which Premier League goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season? And I gave you guys the clue. He does not play for any of the top 6 clubs. This time, I'm not going to ask either of them for the answer. I'm going to ask both of them to reveal the answer at the same time.
Wait. So you hold on. I need to write, and I write very slow.
If I spell the name wrong, how?
I don't even understand lah. I don't even know why you all even watch football. Why are we even doing this lah? But because they're going to be taking their time. Once again, guys, remember, we are on our road to 1,000. So yeah, 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget that. Our handles are all at the bottom over here. Abi, I'm sorry if I interrupted in your...
Road to 1,000.
Road to 1,000.
Subscribe.
It's here.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Please.
It's here.
Please.
Yeah. So please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on your YouTube. Blah 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 blah.
You
blah.
can't buy groceries on passion. Please subscribe so we can keep doing this for you guys.
Fair enough. Okay, I think it's about time.
Wait.
Can I get a buzzer?
Abi,
Can I get a buzzer from the live
Abi.
audience? Live audience.
Deduct 1 point. Deduct.
No, I spelled it.
First you came 2 hours late
Okay.
and then you write the answer
Okay.
late.
3, 2, 1. Wow, both went for the same player.
Wrong answer.
Again, they are wrong. I love this game.
Fabianski, yeah.
The correct answer is Nick Pope for Burnley. 11 clean sheets.
I'm not a Catholic.
Because he's a Pope.
I knew it was a different player.
Nick Pope lah.
I couldn't answer.
So if you all watch the previous episodes, when I went back in time, they can't get it correct. And then they said I need to stick with modern times. So I stick with modern times. Also, they can't get it correct.
When we went back in time, I had a better answer to hit. I'm
But
still
right
there.
now it's 0-0. Now let's move on to question number 4. What did we ask you guys? Adama Traore has more Premier League assists than Riyad Mahrez this season. True or false statement? Come on, guys. What do you guys have?
Same time, huh?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. False, true. And it looks like wait, Abi actually went for false. And Abi has actually got the one. Abi's got the point.
Whoa!
Abi's got the point. It's false. Adama has 7 while Riyad Mahrez has 8 assists.
He plays for Manchester City, bruh. Alright, Adama Traore. I'm sorry lah. Wolves play well, but Adama Traore, he's got so much potential.
So sekarang the scoreline is 1.
Yeah, it's coming to Liverpool.
Sorry. 1-0.
We still love you, Raja.
That we was said by one person. Alright, continue.
Now let's move on to question number 5, and we asked you this in question number 5. Which player has hit the woodwork the most this season? So I'm going to give these guys a little bit of time because this is a very tricky question for all of you guys that know at home. Once again, if you guys feel that your football knowledge is better than ours, please comment in the comment section, and we might even have you on our show for you to express.
You can be a guest.
Yeah, you can be a guest. You
Yeah.
can even host. You can even take my spot.
You
What
can
do
take
I
my
know about
spot,
football?
clearly, yeah.
There you go. What do we know about football? But
The only requirements for my spot is you gotta have fresh kicks.
yeah, actually,
Yeah, you gotta have fresh kicks, bruh.
Fair enough.
Alright,
But
this
okay.
is Rick and Morty collection. Okay?
But both of them seem ready for to reveal the answers in 3, 2, 1. Who have you guys gone for? Firmino, Martial. Abi came close.
Rashford.
It's right. There you go. It's Marcus Rashford.
Damn it! I wanted to say Rashford or Martial,
6
dude.
times. 6 times.
Ah,
Marcus Rashford. But like
Awesome.
last week with our new
Awesome.
studio setup,
Yes.
Abi wins by 1 point.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's right.
but
yeah.
guess what? When it comes to live show,
What?
Right?
I-
You've been losing, bro.
Oh.
Get your game up.
But I think both of our guests need to get their games up because one scored 2 one
That's
week.
right.
Yeah. So I think both of them need to get their scores up. But again, thank you so much, guys, for watching this week's episode of Day Football Lak.
We are here to learn. We are here to learn. I hope you guys learn some things as well.
There you go, exactly. And once again, don't forget, thank you very much to Ram Mama for making this a possibility. Thanks to Ram's Realty. Thank you so much for making, thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button. As you can clearly see, exactly, road to 1,000.
And I want to give a round of applause to our live audience.
Yeah, thank you, live audience.
Thank you.
Our socials are right there. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Day Football Lak. We are out.